Hey guys, let's see what Tox plays.
Today, Tox plays Hearthstone.
Hey guys, Tox.Plays here, and I am very ready to start opening some Kobolds and Catacombs packs, including those three there. And I got Dragon Soul. Interesting. Okay, so might be trying out some Priest later. Begin a dungeon run. Okay, I'll be doing that later. This is pack openings. Okay, let me go to the shop. I'm gonna buy 50 more. Yeah. Oh, it's slow. It's because everyone's on right now. Kobolds and Catacombs. 50. Oops. Okay. 5,000 out of my 8,000. That's fine. Perfect. Let's start opening. And these ones I might, I usually start off a little more slowly because I haven't seen any of the cards yet. Sneaky Devil, probably not that good. It's Raid Leader, except costs one more. It has Stealth. Don't think it'll see much play. This could be good, assuming you play it and it isn't summoned, recruited, or something, because otherwise it doesn't get the battle cry. A 4/4 for 4 isn't that great, but a 7/7 with Taunt for 4, a 4 mana 7/7 is amazing. Destroy weapons is useful, but this one's probably not. This is like Thought Steal and Mind. Whatever. So you steal one card, but it's from your opponent's deck, not from their hand. Why can't I think of the name? Anyway, let's just keep going. I'm not going to take that much time on each one. Spiteful Summoner, reveal spell from your deck, summon a random minion with the same cost. That could be pretty useful. That's another big spell, big spell mage card. I think this one will be really good. Divine Shield and draw a card for 2. Barkskin, I'm not sure. Gilded Gargoyle, interesting for Machine Gun Priest. And Elven Minstrel I think is really good. Draw 2 cards for 4. So most spells it's draw 2 cards for 3. This is draw 2 cards and play this card for 4. And so this almost counts like drawing 3 cards and playing this 1 card because it's a minion and has that ability. So that's pretty powerful. Okay, really, I'm not gonna spend this much time on each one. I'm gonna focus on the rares and epics, I think. Kobold Illusionist, summon a 1/1 copy of a minion from your hand. That could be good. Oh, and Rogue Secret. Look at that. This is pretty good too. Okay. Ooh, this is exciting. I hope it doesn't crash on me, because it actually doesn't seem too slow yet. Lesser Onyx Spellstone, that is the Rogue Spellstone. Death Rattle Rogue, which I probably will play. I also want to make a Jade Rogue, and that might have enough death. That might have enough Death Rattles to see this played. Okay. So one thing is interesting. Okay, gather your party, recruit a minion. Is that the expansion was set to release at 12, but as you can see, it's only 10:30. It released at 10. So, and I think I even heard that it released in EU, which is not supposed to do till much later. So, this will be interesting. I think it's interesting that unlike the weapon and Shifter Xeris that cost 1, they decided to make this not have a cost, which makes sense. I wonder. I guess because those are minions and they can be played anyway as just 1/1s, or 1/1, or I think what is Molten. What's Molten Blade? Is it like 1/1, 1/3, 1/2? I don't know. Anyway, Crystal Lion I think could be really good in a dude deck. Silverhand Recruits. There's definitely wild decks that use a lot of Silverhand Recruits, so it might be better in wild than in constructed. But there's a couple Silverhand Recruit cards for constructed, so we might see some play in constructed. Okay. This is kind of garbage here. This is ramp, but it's unreliable ramp because it kind of depends on when your opponent kills it. If you play this and they don't kill it, then you didn't ramp yet. And then if you kill it on your turn, it's an empty mana crystal. So I think other ramps just better, but it might see play. I don't know. Okay, this is not going to see play probably. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Not in constructed anyway. This is good for spell. The legendary hunter weapon and the to my side card both revolve around having no minions in your deck for a hunter deck. This helps that out. Lesser Sapphire Spellstone. I don't know how good that'll be. It's interesting. Be fun for combo decks, but I don't think it's going to see much play. Skull of the Manari. This isn't the greatest weapon, legendary weapon, but I do like Warlock. It really depends on whether people are going to be using lots of oozes or not. If they aren't, then this might be good. But if they are, you're going to play this. It doesn't do anything to your next turn, so it might not do anything at all, and you just spent 5 mana doing nothing. So kind of have to wait and see how, whether or not people are using weapon removal. This is a cool idea, but having all 4 basic totems and still having 2 more spaces left, 1 to play this and 1 to summon Alakir, it doesn't happen that often. It would be cool if it did, but I don't think that's going to see much play. This, summon a random 1-cost minion for your opponent. Worst case scenario, you play this and you give them this. This is a 1-cost minion. You could play a 2/3 and give your opponent a 2/3. Not that great. Okay, what else? Okay, it's a rare. Lesser Jasper Spellstone. Deal 2 damage to a minion, and then I'm pretty sure it goes to 4 and then to 6. Yeah. I think that's actually pretty good. Because I think it was 2 mana? 1 mana? 2 mana. I don't know. Which is pretty cheap. This is interesting. Healadin. You get some... I think you always get 1 guy. It just gets bigger. 2/2, 4/4, 6/6 maybe? With taunt. So, I don't know how amazing that is. Another one of these. These cards are okay. Oh, the Shifting Shroom, that was also rare. Shoot, I forget what that was. Another legendary. Whoa! That was 2 pretty quickly. What's this? The Darkness. This will be interesting. I wasn't really thinking much about this, but now that I have it, I think I definitely will play it. So it's like Sherazin. When you play it, it's just it's not really a minion. It's just on the board, taking up a spot. And it puts 3 cards in your enemy deck, and when they draw all 3, this is summoned. This seems pretty cool. It's 2020. The thing is, it's going to be summoned more likely than not on your opponent's turn. And even if it did summon on your turn, you wouldn't be able to attack with it yet. So as soon as you play this, chances are your opponent is going to keep the next removal they get and hold on to it until it is summoned. So I don't know how powerful this really is, but I mean, it could take a while to get all 3 candles to be drawn. So I don't know. I like the idea. It looks cool. I don't think it's going to be that great. What else? Elven Minstrel, another one of those. That's good. Okay. The Darkness. So that's pretty cool. Okay, that's the rare. Gravel Snout Knight. Already seen that. This one... This might be good for Druid, because that's their theme. Recruit a minion that costs 4 or less. That's not that great. This, I think, will be good. Fungal Enchanter. Alright, okay, the Warlock Spellstone, that's really good. Lifesteal, deal damage, I think it goes 3, 5, and then 7. And it's take damage from your cards to upgrade, not take damage from anything, so your hero power doesn't count. But there are a couple more cards that add damage that do damage you when you play them in this set, and obviously there's some from previous sets. Fiery War Imp, Fiery War Imp, Safari War Axe, and what's the imp? Is it Fiery Imp? No. What's the imp on turn 1 for Warlock? Is it Fiery Imp? Fiery War Imp. That's interesting. I'm okay. Anyway, Healing Rain's interesting. Spellstone for Warrior. 5/5 Mithril Golem. It'll summon 3 when you upgrade this all the way. You only need to equip 1 weapon for this to upgrade once, and 1 weapon to upgrade it twice. I think that's possible, but I don't know how quickly you're necessarily going to get it. Plus, the thing is, you need to have this in your hand in order for it to upgrade. So if you're playing weapons early on and this isn't in your hand, you're not going to upgrade it. So, I don't know. Could be good. 3/5/5s for 7 seems pretty good, but getting it upgraded, I don't know how often you're playing weapons necessarily. Shrieking Shroom, this is the one that I forgot to look at earlier. At the end of your turn, summon a random 1-cost minion. So 1/2 and a 1-cost minion. So it's not. 1-cost minion. So there are some effects that say like a 1 attack. I mean, there might only be one thing. There's a legendary that summons a 1 attack, 2 attack, and 3 attack minion. It recruits them from your deck. So there's some interesting combos with that. This is 1-cost minion, so I mean, if it summons 1, it's not that great. If you end up summoning 2 1-cost minions from this, I guess that's better. I don't know. This doesn't seem that good. Another legendary, Dragon Collar Alana Mage. For each big spell you play, I'm just going to instead of just saying casting spells that cost 5 or more, I'll just say big spells. For every big spell you played earlier this game, you summon a 5/5 dragon when you play her. That's pretty cool. So if you play 3, 4 big spells, then you're going to get 3 or 4 5/5s along with this 3/3 for 9 mana. That seems pretty cool. Candle Shot's an interesting 1/1, 1-cost weapon. It's a 1/3 immune while attacking. It's like Light's Justice, which isn't necessarily that great. But it kind of gives hunters a ping early on, which could be useful. I don't know. And it's immune, so that's nice. Second one of these. This is great for Rogue and their weapon, their legendary weapon, because their legendary weapon keeps all its stats even when it's finished being used and it gets shuffled back into the deck. You can use this to search for it. Before we heard about this, it didn't seem like the Rogue Legendary would be a great card, but this helps that out a lot. And then we've got the Priest Spellstone, which I don't know. 7 for 2. I guess this is good. This is good for Big Priest. Those are 2 different. The thing is, it says different, so you can't summon multiples of the same thing. This will go to 3 and then 4. But you have to cast a lot of spells to upgrade this. So, I don't know. I think it'll probably be pretty good, but... Ooh, epic. Double epic. Nice. Psychic Scream's amazing, and Twilight Acolyte. Yeah, both of those are amazing. Actually, Priest got a lot of really good cards this set. This is basically... This kind of is like an Elder Peacekeeper, except Twilight Acolyte will steal the health of whatever it's turning into 1, which also helps with anything that steals, like Potion of Madness and... what's the one that steals 2 cost 2 or less? So that's really good. And Psychic Scream gets rid of... It's a board clear that doesn't trigger death rattles, which is pretty nice. Okay. Double rare. Another Priest Spellstone, and then Explosive Runes, which is a pretty cool secret for Mage. It's like Snipe, except it does 6 damage, and it splits it, so anything that goes over the minion's health, it'll deal to the player's face. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Kobold Illusionist. It's our second one. This helps with basic totems if you're trying for that 5/5 for 5 that summons Alakir. This can help with that. Everything else is Okay, Lesser Onyx Spellstone. This is the second one, so Death Rattle Rogue. I have those two. Second Warlock Spellstone, so that's good. And now we're starting to see many more duplicates. This is one of the ones that deals damage to your hero. That helps with the Spellstone for Warlock. But yeah, we're seeing a lot more duplicates now, so this will start moving a little more quickly. Leyline Manipulator. So this is interesting. I just found out about this yesterday. Leyline Manipulator may change everything for Quest Mage. There's no reason to do Quest Mage now because you can essentially do infinite combo on turn 1. The way you do this is you have 2 Simulacrums and a Molten Reflection, and you need at least 1 Sorcerer's Apprentice and Arcane. Archmage Antonidas, and then Leyline Manipulator. You Simulacrum 2 Sorcerer's Apprentices. You play Leyline Manipulator to make both of those cost 0. So then you play 3 Sorcerer's Apprentice for 2 mana for the first one, and then 0 for the next 2. Then you play Archmage Antonidas. So far you've played 9 mana. Then you play Molten Reflection on one of the Sorcerer's Apprentices, and that's going to cost 1 because you have 3 Sorcerer's Apprentices out, which will give you a Fireball, and that Fireball will cost 0 because you've just made your 4th Sorcerer's Apprentice. So you then have infinite combo because you generated all that in 1 turn, all because of this card. So this might be pretty broken. We'll see. Why play Quest Mage when you can do it in 1 turn instead of 2? Alright, so expect to see this around, I think. Okay, epic. And rare. Unidentified Maul, so there's some cards that they will have an effect. There's 1 out of 4 possible effects. You don't know what it is until you draw the card. I forget what the Maul's effects are, but that's how it works. And another one of these, so maybe I'll try out Totem Shaman. I don't think so, though. I really want Cataclysm because I really want to do Quest Warlock. Haven't seen Cataclysm yet. I'm guessing, I think it's an epic, so it's a good chance I won't get many or any. Ebon Dragonsmith, reduced cost, does not seem that exciting. I will probably craft Cataclysms. This could be good with there's a combo of like 3 different. So with the Hunter Legendary recruits beasts, you can use this to gain the death rattle of that. Then there's like a 7-drop that also would let you, I think, not recruit. I don't know, do something. There's a couple cards in a row that might help with the Hunter Legendary minion. This is one of them. Okay, rares here. We've got at the start of your turn, attack a random enemy. 3 mana 4/4 random attacks. I don't know how great that is. Could be good, but 3 mana 4/4. I mean, those are nice. It's nice stats, but it's not super broken. And I think a random enemy could be a bit much. Kobold Librarian is amazing. It's a 1 mana 2/1. Draw a card. You deal 2 damage to your hero, but really, you're drawing a card for a 1 mana minion. That's pretty amazing. And deal 2 damage might not be so bad when you've got a spellstone that upgrades from being dealt damage to yourself from cards. So I think you're going to see a lot of Kobold Librarians around. Greedy Sprite again. Nothing really that new. And an epic. Branching Paths is interesting. It's good with the Druid Spellstone because you need to gain armor to upgrade it, and you choose twice. So if you gain armor twice, because it's two separate instances of gaining armor, it would upgrade the Spellstone twice. So I think, and its flexibility is nice, I guess, but I have a feeling it might be used for that a lot. Summon one copies of 2 friendly Death Rattle minions that died this game. I think that's going to be great for Quest Priest. And it's probably pretty good anyway, even without Quest Priest. But obviously the Death Rattle is going to help with that, or resummoning Death Rattles. And we have one more of those. Okay, I think this is my second one of this. I don't think it's going to be that great. So this is interesting. This could help with more Silverhand recruit stuff. Yeah, okay. Okay, another one of those. Ebon Dragonsmith, not that great. Another one of, oh, this is, I don't know if I've gotten one of these yet. Summons Wolves. This is also great for the Hunter no minion deck. You get to summon 2 wolves, 3 wolves, and then 4 wolves for 5. 3/3 wolves. So you get minions without actually having minions in your deck. So, and playing a secret to upgrade doesn't seem too difficult. Alright, Vulgar Homunculus. And another Leyline Manipulator, so good for that mage combo. Okay, second one of these at least, maybe more. Another Kobold Librarian, nice. Epic, nice. Bladed Gauntlet. Has attack equal to your armor, can't attack heroes. Why not just play Shield Slam? I don't know. I don't feel like... Sure, I guess it has 2 uses, but when you attack something, you're going to lose some armor, so... Is it going to be as potent the second time? Are you going to have armor for this to have any attack in the first place? I mean, you can always hero power and attack with it as a 2/2. I don't know. I don't think this is going to be that great. Yeah, I don't know. We have another Priest Spellstone. Possessed Lackey. This is a 5-mana 2/2. Looks pretty bad. Death Rattle, recruit a demon. It's pretty amazing if you get there's a 9-cost demon. It's basically 3 Voidwalkers stacked together. It's a 3-mana, it's a 9-mana 3/9 with taunt. And when it dies, it splits into 3 Voidwalkers. I think it's called Voidlord. So if this recruits that, that's amazing. Thing is, it's a Death Rattle. It's also got 2 attack, which means Potion of Madness and other things too. But like, there's a good chance that you're gonna pay 5 mana, and I don't know. It could be silenced. It could be stolen. But if it gets you a high value demon, it's amazing. Okay, we've got Dark Pact is interesting. Destroy a friendly minion, restore 8 health to your hero. That is actually really good with the card we just saw, because you can kill it yourself before your opponent has anything, can do anything to it. So it's kind of like 6 mana, restore 8 health to your hero, and recruit a demon. Obviously it's 2 cards, so it's a little worse than that, but you might want to do that. Just to avoid, especially against priests, to avoid Potion of Madness or something. Quarter Creeper, 7 mana 5/5. Cost 1 less whenever a minion dies while this is in your hand. Does not need to be your minions. Any minions. So a free 5/5 is pretty nice. Unidentified shield, it's like the Maul from before. Gain 5 armor, gains a bonus effect in your hand. I forget what all of them are. I know one is gain 10 more armor, so it's basically gain 15 armor. There's one that's summon a 5/5, I believe. One I think gives you a weapon that's a 5/2. I know there's something else. I'm not remembering what it is. So. But yep, I think there's 3 unidentified things. I don't remember what the third one is. Double rare, have this. I already have this. Might be my second, so that's good. This is not great. I'm forgetting what it's called, but we have the 2/3 that summons a 1/1 for 3. So this is the same thing but reversed. It's a 1/1 that summons a 2/3, which just makes Evolve worse because you might get the 1/1 instead of the 2/3. In fact, there's a lot of cards in this set that make Evolve worse. So Unidentified Maul again, and Twilight Acolyte. If you're holding a dragon, swap. Yeah, we already saw this before, but this is kind of broken. Amazing card for Priest because they're just not doing well, as we know. Obviously, that's sarcasm. This is interesting. It avoids you from taking damage. It's kind of like the one that gets you a 3/3 taunt, but instead of being damaged and then putting the taunt out, the thing that's attacking hits this and doesn't hit you at all. So it's a way to avoid damage when you're about to die, I suppose, if they only have 1 minion. It's a random 3 cost, so who knows what it could end up being. I don't know. I don't know if this is better or worse than that. Probably. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think about that. You actually just comment about whatever you think about any of these cards if you want. Again, this is interesting, and I already have those. This is all okay. Keep on going. Epic, nice. Not Cataclysm. Another Plated Gauntlet because I wanted that so badly, and a second Possessed Lackey. Another epic. Cataclysm. No, it's Evasion, which is actually pretty cool. This is another Rogue Secret. After your hero takes damage, become immune this turn. So it's kind of like Ice Block, except you do take damage once. So it's good against a big board of small minions, not good against a single minion that's going to kill you in 1 hit anyway. Everything else we've seen. And Greedy Sprite again. I don't think this is going to see play. It might, but I don't know. 3 mana, 3/3 that restores 3. I think is just better. Farseer or Farseer, something Farseer, Earthen Farseer. But there's the other one that I got earlier that heals you and your minions for 2, and it's a 3 mana 3/3. I think that'll see play because it's only healing you for 1 less, but it has the potential to heal a lot more. Depending on how big your board is. Okay. Okay, double rare. Okay. Lone Champion. If you control no other minions, gain Taunt and Divine Shield. So it's a nice top deck if you've got no board, but I don't know. Might be okay. Have to see. Haven't seen much talk about that card. Another legendary! Katharina Winterwisp. That's the Hunter, the Battlecry, and Death Rattle recruit a beast. So that works well if you can steal that Death Rattle from the 6-drop. Then you recruit another beast. You just put in heavy beasts, but early game, make sure they're not beasts, and you're only going to be recruiting good beasts. So I think that can be pretty good. Wasn't really planning on crafting it or anything, but might be something I look into now, building a deck around that. Okay, Lone Champion again, and Firbolg Mossbinder, which is not very good. Transform a friendly minion into a 6/6 elemental. It's a 5 mana 1/1. Makes Evolve bad again. The 6/6, you're turning something into a 6/6, so it's basically a new minion, which means it can't attack. It's not buffing it. So you're turning another minion. So if you turn another 1/1 into a 6/6, that's pretty good, I guess. But but what's the chance that you're going to have on turn 5, or any turn at all in general, a 1/1 that you're turning into a 6/6? You're probably turning something weaker. And it's only friendly minions, so you can't like turn an enemy's. You can't use it as like a silence against one of your enemy's things. This is the 7-drop. This works with the Hunter chain. Death Rattle, recruit an 8-cost minion, and Katharina is an 8-cost minion. So you can, with the 6-drop, either steal this Death Rattle to summon Katharina, or you can use this to if it dies before turn 8, or if you just never draw Katharina. You can use this to recruit Katharina. Obviously, 7 mana 3/3 is not great if it gets silenced or something else, though. So, all right, Hungry Etten, probably not the greatest. 4/10 taunt summons a 2-cost for your opponent. People were talking about, okay, that on average that 2-cost is going to do 2 damage to this. So this is really like a 4/8 taunt, and we've already got the 3/8 taunt. Blossoming, whatever, I don't know. And that doesn't see much play, so why would this see much play? It's 1 more attack. Is it that great? I don't know. So another legendary. Okay, Geosculptor. Yep. At the end of your turn, summon a random minion with cost equal to your armor. So you just power that armor up, and I mean, when you play it on turn 8, if you have 10 armor, you get a 10/10, or not 10/10, but a 10-cost minion for free. That's pretty amazing. So people are going to have to target this down, and then also deal with that 10-drop that just came out. This works. I know there's from Knights of the Frozen Throne, there's a warrior card that, maybe it's even Ungoro, but it gives you 10 armor and then makes your opponent's minions cost less. You might want to play, I think that's 2 mana. You can play this and then play that on turn 10. You have 10 mana. It makes your opponent's cards cheaper, but if you don't have any armor, that might be a good way to get straight up to 10 quickly. Double rare. I've been getting so many of these. But dust is nice, then I can craft the things I want. Faldor Strider I think is pretty cool. Battlecry, shuffle 3 ambushes into your deck. When drawn, summon a 4/4 spider. So unlike the ambushes of old, these go into your own deck to summon your own spiders, and you get a 4/4 for 4 out of it. The issue with the old one, was it Beneath the Grounds? Is it's a spell, it doesn't give a body, and it costs 3, right? So this is 1 mana more, but it gives you a 4/4 for it. So I think this is the superior card there. Deck of Wonders. Shuffle 5 scrolls into your deck. When drawn, cast a random spell. Because Hearthstone doesn't have enough randomness in it. But that is good for Big Mage. It's a big spell, so it triggers things that wants big spells. Golden, unidentified mall. Exciting. And another Kobold Illusionist. Nothing special here. Alright. Nothing special here. How many of those am I going to get? Okay. Keep it moving. Kobold Monk. Your hero can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. I think that's pretty interesting. If you think if you're really low on health and you're facing a mage and you're afraid of spell damage straight to your face, this might save you. Who knows? I don't think you'll see much play, but I do think it's interesting. Okay, nothing to see here. Violet Worm, it's an 8 mana 7/7. When it dies, it summons 7/1/1s. Doesn't do enough when it comes out. I don't know if it'll see play, and I don't know how powerful 7/1/1s really is. It's like an Ixia, except the whelps come out later. And I don't think that's going to be good enough, because Ixia doesn't really see play. And nothing else special here. Dragon Hatcher. The interesting thing about Dragon Hatcher, it's a 9 mana 2/4. That's interesting, I guess. At the end of your turn, recruit a dragon. So if you only have big dragons in, Oh, this is the priest unidentified thing. I knew there was another unidentified thing. Okay. Anyway, Dragon Hatcher, recruit a dragon. So you want big dragons only. There, you might have seen earlier, I got a pack with or I got a card that's a 4/12 taunt dragon. That might be the ideal thing to put in this. You play this, and then it summons the taunt dragon, and again, it kind of protects this so it can summon more dragons. Obviously, you can put other dragons in there too, but if you happen to get the taunt one, you get more value out of it. But I wouldn't put this in and only put the taunt dragons in, because then you're just summoning a dragon that's not that particularly great. It's kind of like, oh, I missed the good dragons, but I got this dragon that's going to protect it to get me the good dragon next turn, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's that great, but it might see play. Who knows? Dragon Priest might be coming back too, so who knows? But then they'll probably play lower cost dragons, so that probably wouldn't be good in that. Another Kobold Monk, otherwise nothing special here. Only 40 more cards. Hooked Reaver, Dark Pack, nothing special. Okay. Greedy Sprite. Rogue Muskbinder. Legendary Grumble World Shaker. Return your other minions to your hand. They cost 1. I think there are going to be amazing combos with this. I don't know. I don't have any planned. I didn't know I was going to get this card, but I mean, you could have expensive stuff on the board. Play this, bring them back. They cost 1. I mean, you can do all sorts of crazy things. The thing is, you have to be able to keep them on the board and then play this. One thing you could do that might be really powerful, actually, is have a bunch of totems out, play this, get all those totems to your hand, and then when you have the other types of totems out, you can play the totems from your hand to make sure you have 4, one of each totem, and then you can play the one that summons all here if you have 4 different totems out. So that might be actually an interesting combo there. I'm sure there's plenty of other things you can do, but that's the first one that comes to mind. Alright, I've got 36, I guess this is 37 packs left, so if I don't get another legendary in those, then I'll buy 3 more packs, because they have that 40 packs, you're guaranteed a legendary within 40 packs, so if somehow I don't get another legendary, then I'll open a couple more packs, because then I should be guaranteed one. I didn't even look at those. There's a Feral Gibberer. When it attacks face, it puts another one in your hand. Maybe when it just attacks. I don't know if it has to attack face. Level up Silverhand Recruit. So this is obviously good with Silverhand Recruit deck. So is this. Yeah. Oh, Rin the First Disciple. I want that. I know it's silly, but I want it. There's actually a lot of Warlock cards that I want just for fun. Not because I think they're going to be good. Rin would be hilarious, but also Quest Warlock I'm really excited about with Cataclysm, which I haven't gotten one yet. I'm a little sad about that. Okay, nothing new. Oh, actually, I guess there was a Warrior Kobold that was new. It gives you 2 armor for every minion your opponent has. So there's that healer that does something similar, except it's armor this time, so that's generally better. Okay, nothing to see here. Oh my gosh, the worms. Okay, 30 packs left. Primal Talismans. So this is a way to get basic totems. I don't think this is good, though. I don't think that's worth it. But it may be. You could try it. But no. Oh, there's the Sleepy Dragon, the 4/12 Dragon Taunt I was talking about earlier. And another Hooked Reaver. Cataclysm! Woohoo! Only need 1 more, but that's still really nice. Now I don't have to craft 2. Destroy a minion with 1 or less attack. I think this is interesting. It's a good anti-Doomsayer. There are bigger minions with small attack too occasionally. I think it could have interesting uses. It's also destroy a minion with 1 or less attack. So if you wanted to, you could destroy your own meat wagon for some combo maybe. I don't know. That probably doesn't make much sense to do, but I don't know. Oh my gosh, very warlock pack there. Cataclysm? No, to my side. This is the very bad card unless you're playing no minions in your deck. And even then, it's like it's a good card. So, what's the? I'm forgetting. Call. Okay, so we have the card that was. I don't remember what it's called now. It summons all 3 animal companions. And that cost 8 originally, which was a little discount because it's kind of 3 per, since the original one was 3 for an animal, just animal companion costs 3. So 6 for 2 makes sense, but this only summons 2 if you have no minions. So it just seems really not great. But if you're making a no minion deck, this is a way to get minions without any minions in your deck. So that's good. Okay. Another Leyline Manipulator, already have 2 of those. Wandering Monster again. Duskbreaker's kind of broken. Holding a dragon, deal 3 damage to all other minions. Board clear on 4, and you get the 3/3 because it's all other minions. So I don't know. That seems kind of crazy. I think we're gonna be seeing lots of Priest again, or still, I should say. Murmuring Elemental. Your next battle cry this turn triggers twice. It's kind of like a one-time Bran. I'm sure it'll be used for some crazy combos. Actually, this works really interesting with Grumble. No, it doesn't. Not at all. I lied, because they've returned. They're not going to return to your hand twice, because they're already in your hand for the second trigger. Never mind, that makes no sense. But there are plenty of battle cries that this will be interesting with, I think. So I think it'll be in some fun decks. I don't know if it'll be in any good decks. Alright, we've got Emerald Spellstone and nothing else that interesting. Come on, let's get another legendary, please. Nothing new. Keep it moving. Cobalt Barbarian again. Evasion, I think that's only my second one, so that's good. Okay. Another Bladed Gauntlet. I don't want any more. Okay. Alright. Lanissa Sun Sorrow. This one's pretty cool. Cast each spell you cast on your minions this game on this one. So, if you have a buff deck, maybe even Quest Paladin, you're buffing up things left and right. When you play this, it's going to get all of those buffs. Thing people say are like, oh, well then they're just going to silence Lanissa and that sucks. It does, but if you're buffing things throughout the entire game, you think they probably would have silenced some of those other things instead and maybe run out of silences by the time Lanissa Sunsorrow comes back. The other thing, or comes out, not comes back. The other thing is, and this is why I said back, if it's returned to your hand, it comes back to your hand and you play it again, it's just going to get all those things cast on it again. So that's fine. yeah, I think that's really interesting. I don't have the Paladin quest, I don't believe, so I don't know if I want to craft that just for this. Might be fun, but we'll see. See how much dust I have actually after all of this. Nothing special here. Seeping Oozling again, so that's good for if I'm making that Katharina deck. I'm getting low. And get another legendary in 8 cards, or 8 packs, I mean. Let's see. I'd love another Cataclysm actually. That would be great. Okay. Every time I get a golden card, I think I get a legendary for a second because he just starts talking. 2 epics. Golden epic. Arcane Tyrant. Cost 0 if you cast a big spell this turn. That's pretty awesome. Play a big spell, get a free 4/4. It's pretty awesome. Okay, 5 more packs. Let's go. Feral Gibberer. After this minion attacks a hero, it is hero. Okay. Add a copy to your hand. So the thing is, if you play it on turn 1, it's probably going to get pinged down. If it gets 1 attack, and it's not a warlock that played Voidwalker and taunted, then you get another one in your hands, which is kind of cool, I guess. But I mean, it's a lot of value, I suppose, in that you're getting them back to your hand. But they're 1/1s that are going to die pretty easily, and even if you get a swarm of them, I don't know. I don't see it being that amazing. It'd probably be great in Wild with things that affect 1 health and 1 attack minions. Actually, I really want to see a Paladin deck that uses the Divine Shield and the Hobgoblin, and that would be actually pretty fun. I might try that. Oh, the Gibberers are going to be amazing with this week's Brawl because you can just throw them in charge, and you can just keep charging them and putting more and more in your hand. I'm going to go do that. I think I'm going to do that after this pack opening while this is still around. And then I'll do the dungeon run and record that for you guys. So yeah, I am going to record a dungeon run, make that a separate video. I don't think I'm going to bother splitting it up into multiple parts. I'm probably just going to release one very long video. This is actually already a pretty long video. But that's okay. Okay. I kind of want to open a couple more. I'm gonna buy 10 more packs. I've got the gold. But then I'm really done because I need to start saving for the next. This is like I want to save as much gold. Oh gosh, the shop. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, I guess I'm okay. I want to save the most gold for the first pack, for the first set of the year, because that's going to rotate out last, but it's okay. 10 more packs. Won't hurt. Whoa, everything's slowed down now. I should never have left. Alright, let's try Emerald Spellstone. Another Spellstone. I'm not even looking at the commons anymore. Dustbreaker, I think that's only my second actually. I was surprised that I hadn't seen that earlier. Shimmering Courser, I don't think that's going to be that great. It's a pony, yay. Only you can target this with spells and hero powers, so it's immune from spells and hero powers from your opponents. So, I mean, I guess once you buff it, it's kind of cool, except Silence should be able to, yeah, if you have a minion with Silence, then you can silence this without an issue. Minions can target it, so I don't know. I don't think that's that great. Three rares, 1 golden, that's nice. This is not nice. Oh, this is part of the, we got one earlier, I don't think I talked about it. This is the recruit minions that cost 4 or less. It's an 8 mana 3/5 taunt, which is not great stats for an 8 mana, but you're recruiting 2 potentially 4 mana minions, so you could get 8 mana worth of minions just from the Death Rattle. I actually just realized this is Death Rattle and not Battlecry, but that's fine. It's a taunt, so they have to kill it. So, I mean, this might be... Oh, I just realized I didn't get any of the card. There's a Druid card. It's a 3/5, and when it's destroyed, it gets shuffled back into your deck. So, Druids always have a 4 mana card in their deck to be recruited. So, that works really well with that. And it also lets them go infinite, because they're the only class already that could go infinite with Jade Idol, and they gave them the next infinite card, but whatever. Yeah. Okay, now the Seeping Oozling. I think that's at least my 3rd one. Okay, nothing interesting here. Another Feral Gibber. I've heard a lot of people call it Gibberer. I'm pretty sure it's Gibberer, like you jibber jabber. That's a saying, I guess, or something, a phrase, whatever. I'm pretty sure it's a Gibberer, not a Gibberer. Cataclysm. Grand Archivist. At the end of your turn, cast a spell from your deck. Targets chosen randomly. So, there was some question about whether or not this takes a spell out of your deck. I'm pretty sure it takes the spell out of your deck and casts it. It's not casting a copy of the spell from your deck. It's casting the spell from your deck. So you probably want to play this only in things that have like maybe a mage deck with Blizzard and Flame Strike, but things that don't have targets generally. Draw cards, like that's all good. But you don't want this to like fireball itself or something, or you even. Yeah. Last pack. No legendary. Alright. The last rare of the pack opening is another Grizzled Guardian. Alright. Now, if it's not too slow... Did it just exit on its own? I didn't hit back yet. Let's go to my collection and see that dust form. Whoa. Disenchant extra cards. Almost 3,000 dust there. Woo! And then we have extras, I'm sure. Alright. So, disenchant this. Okay, this is really slow. I might just do this on my own time then. Wow, it's really slow. Okay, I think I might just end this here. This is the pack opening for Kobolds and Catacombs. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found some of it informative. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Let me know what your free legendary was, a free weapon, and if you got any good legendaries or any good cards in general. Let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you, as always, for watching. Tox out. Now is the time to subscribe to this channel. Yes, please do. Feel free to like this video. Like. Don't dislike. So comment below if you want to. I will respond as soon as I can. That's all for this very silly song. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. I said goodbye.